my friends, and welcome back. Oh, the gosh darn diddly heck are ya? So here we are, episode 14 of El Rancho Grande, where we are going to see if we can play off the market to get the payoff in the pocket. Join me, won't ya? So I've been busy. You'll remember I was saying about the bees, I wanted to move them up the other end of the field here. Well, I've changed up my mind, and I'm going to use this field here, number 5. We did purchase 6 as well. I'll keep that for some smaller stuff. I was thinking of putting the bees in there, but I think I will use this one here. And then what I'm planning on doing is I'm going to divide this field lengthwise. So we'll run a grass border with meadow down through the center, and then we'll put maybe half a dozen of the beehives in there, because I think 10 was a little much, to be honest. I seem to saturate the market pretty quickly. So, oh man, I could never get a straight line with this. Oh, dagnabbit. But that's okay. That's all right, because when next time I seed, I'm going to start on the outside to the right and work in 3 times. And then I'll start on the outside on the left over here and then work in towards the center, 3 rows. And then the little bit that's left over on either side of the grass that I have now, I'll widen that out to fit, and we'll make it all nice and pretty and put in more meadow. Because the meadow's good for the bees, right? Because the meadow, it's got like lots of wildflower in it. It's got, you know, the alfalfa and stuff and like that. So you don't necessarily have to plant a cash crop and whatnot for the bees. They will get by quite fine on their own as long as there's lots of meadow and stuff around, you know. So okay, we got our beehives in. Now we'll throw in some oak trees here, give them a little bit of shade, keep it, you know, a little bit cooler. Oh yes, by the way, this happened. 490 head of cattle that will hold. I got 120 in there right now, babies. They're just the young ones. Oh, pardon me here. So what'll happen is when they come of age and they reproduce, then we're going to have 420. Or, I mean, sorry, 240 rather. And then when they get of age and reproduce again, well, it's going to be 480. The barn holds 490. So within 2 seasons here, I'm going to be almost at max in the barn. They'll be producing milk like crazy. So that's going to be great. Okay, so here we are into August, and I'm going to put the canola, as we talked about, for the bees. We'll put that in here. And the canola is good too, because I can send that out to the oil factories and whatnot. They turn it into cooking oil, right? Pardon me. So I can use that. Wheat I like because, you know, what I'm not using for the wheat, I can feed to the chickens and whatnot. The hay I like because I can feed both the sheep and the cows with the hay. It's versatile, right? Oh, pardon me, the old heavy lungs. You know how it is. Like I said before, that old emphysema. I get out of oxygen when I talk too much. I start running out of air. But anyway, yeah, moving right along here. Like I say, we'll get the canola in here. And then we have bought, like I said, field 6 up at the very end there. And I'm going to put barley in that, because the barley, I can use that in the production station to make seeds from, right? And then up in the far field, number 7, where we used to have wheat, I'll put in barley up in there. And then next season I'll rotate that out and I'll put oats up in there. And then my consistent one will be the main field, number 3, and that's going to be my wheat field. And of course, with new fields there's new stones, so yay, good on that, because that gives me more for making my lime. And speaking of which, all of these fields are going to be limed. So that's, pardon me, 1, 2, 3, 4 huge layers you can see up in the corner. I put lime down on number 7 already, because here we are, we've moved into September, me talking the year away here. So we went with the hay, obviously, and we're, you know, put the windrower in. So will come along now behind with the foraging wagon and gather all that up. But this isn't new to you guys. You all been down this road before. Certainly not your first night at the dance. Oh, somebody needs a little bit of a wash after we finish up with the hay here today, I think. Oh, pardon me. So yeah, September already, moving along. I can't believe, the steps that are happening. Oh, also another new one. I've got the slurry tank in over here, the big slurry pit, because with 3 cow barns, there's a lot of poop, which is great because I use their manure and their slurry to make my fertilizer now. So it's all becoming self-sufficient, which I gotta say, fairly impressed. Alrighty, now I'll just drop that off in the silo here. And here we go, we're into December now. Not too much going on in November, December, other than looking after the livestock and what have you. There's not much going on in the fields per se. So here we are, we've moved into January, pardon me, and, got the nice snow and like that, but we know what January is, don't we? Yeah, time to sell the milk. And this is where playing off the market comes into it, because I've been watching the market, and sometimes it's October, sometimes it's September. It has fluctuated a bit. So, got to keep watch on it, as I say, depending on saturation, supply and demand, it fluctuates up and down, and I absolutely love that about the algorithm. It's not fixed, it's not always that, okay, it's this price and it's always this price. It fluctuates. If I saturate the market with milk, then the price is going to go down, right? If I hold back my milk, then the price is eventually going to go up, because the way this simulation is going is I'm the guy that's providing the village with their necessities, right? So i.e., cereal, grains, milk, all that good happy stuff, root vegetables, and the like, right? Okay, let's head her into town and see who wants to buy my liquid gold. Because I don't just have to do the dairy. There's also a bakery in town, and there's also a cheese manufacturer who will buy the milk as well. So it'll be interesting to see what the price difference, if any, is between the 3 of them. Oh, sometimes it's just nice to just sit back and enjoy the ride, ain't it? Like, I know I do a lot of clips, I'll do, like, say, a 5-second clip and then a transition and a 5-second clip, and that's so you guys don't get bored watching the paint dry while I'm plowing a field or cropping wheat or whatever. You don't want to be sitting there for a minute and a half watching the same thing going on and on, right? But that being said, on mornings like this, a little bit of music in the background, out for a drive. Don't tip the truck in the corner. But it's nice just to chill, Okay, now this is the cheese making place that I told you about in town. So we'll see what they will take. Huh, 72.4. Not too shabby at all. And that's right on par with the dairy in town. So pretty happy about that. Oh, these mirrors. I wish there was a way I could adjust the mirrors in this game. So anyway, blah, 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 whine. We'll just do her the old-fashioned way. Now this is why I sold the cab over and I bought the Mac. Is so I can see what the hell I'm doing when I'm backing up without having to go to the overhead all the time, right? Now, praying that there ain't a car coming. Nope, we're good. See, that's the thing, is because sometimes, like, the traffic in this game, there's just no... I mean, it'll jump right out in front. It'll jump right out in front of you. Kind of sort of like that almost, give or take, right? There we are. Alrighty, so head her back now. Do a little bit more and a little bit more. Things are coming together. Oh, there we go. Just chilling. Yeah. So what'll happen now, eventually, I'm going to end up, and quite possibly on this trip even, I may end up saturating the market between the three buyers. And if that's the case, then the only thing I can do is, well, I can do two things. I can hold on to what I've got and wait for the market to change, or I can change the market and I can build my own dairy. I'll put it on the property. Okay, hold on. Let's just see what we got here. Now, this was the bakery that I was telling you about. The first guy was the cheese manufacturer. This one's the bakery. Okay, now, what are we going to do? Oh, you're shitting me. Nope, that's all he's got. No, he's got no room. Okay, well, let's see what the dairy's going to give us. Like I say, we may very well saturate the market right here, kiddies. But not to worry. No problems here on the farm, only solution. With the money I make from the milk on this run, which is, 140,000 plus, right? Almost 200,000 by the time we're said and done. But we'll say 150,000 rounded off. I can invest 50, 60,000 of that and build myself my own dairy. And from that, my milk will go to my dairy, and my dairy will turn that milk into butter and into cheese. And it will sell that butter and cheese on to the other the other chains, right? The other bakeries, the delis, the supermarkets, the restaurants, and the like. So while it's doing that, I'm still kind of dependent on them per se, but I'm becoming a bit more self-dependent in that next I can build my own bakery. And then my butter that I produce in my dairy can go to my bakery towards making the bread. But you don't want to put the cart before the horse, because in order to make the bread I have to have flour. So I'm going to have to purchase or build myself a grain mill. But here we go, guys. First investment on the infrastructure for the production chains now. So this is going to be good. This is going to change things money-wise. I am excited. You can't see it, but I'm kind of shaking my head up and down, and I got a shit-eating grin from ear to ear here. I don't often get excited, but I am now. At this particular moment, anyway. All right, now let's just see what we can sell. Oh, well, sorry, I won't sell because I'm not going to get paid for this now. What I'm doing is I'm going to fill this up with milk, and it's going to start turning it into a product, and then we'll sell that product on, and then that money will trickle into me on a monthly basis or what have you, depending on market and all that good kind of stuff, right? But yeah, we're getting there, man. We are getting there. Won't be long now. Oh, I absolutely love this song. I could drive around this map, clone this song so that it plays back to back to back for about a dozen times, and just drive all over this map nice and slow and just listen to this song when the sun's first coming up in the morning. Man, I gotta tell you. There you go. Hey, what do you mean I gotta get up more? No, I don't. Okay, so here we go. We got 32,000 liters in there. So, of course, we will set it to sell for now. We'll set everything to sell. Now, I'll do the cheese and the butter. The chocolate, I'm not going to do because that requires sugar. And that means a whole new process. I've got to grow the crop, either sugar cane, sugar beet, what have you. And then it starts getting, you've got to have a large chain, and you got to want to go big for that. And I'm not ready for that yet. So we'll just, baby steps, got to pull back on the reins. Just do the butter and the cheese for now. Man, I know I've said it, but I love this song. Alrighty, well, we got her in there, so let's get this tanker back home. And there we go. So we got a barn now that holds 490 head of cattle. That is going to take a lot of feeding, but it's going to give me a whack of milk too. So I got my 4 barns there, got my chickens for my eggs. So again, that'll go to the bakery and stuff once I purchase it, for making the bread and what have you, and like that. So yeah, we're getting there. It's starting to pay off. I'm not having to fight. I still owe the bank a couple of $100,000, but we'll get that paid off in I don't know, in less than 2 seasons, I'm sure. So here we are. So what do we got there? $16,008 for income. Loan almost $1,000. $290 for production. Oh yeah. So we're still in the black, right? All right, guys. Well, as always, brightest blessings, eh? From my heart to you guys, seriously. Love and light, guys. So go tell somebody you love them, yeah? Make their day better. You'll feel better. Remember, if you want to have a best friend, first you got to be one. Okay, peace, guys. You all have a good one. See you in the next vid. Bye for now.